Hey everybody, so long time no tutorials. I apologise for that once again. But today I'm not actually doing a makeup video. I want to talk about how I cured my acne, and that's kind of why I took a break off YouTube for a couple of months there. But basically what happened to me, I've never ever had like problems with my skin until I hit my early 20s. And even then it wasn't like huge breakouts. They were just like maybe like tiny wee spots here or there kind of thing. And I thought I was going to get away with it, you know, being in your 20s you think, oh, it's brilliant, you've got great skin, blah blah blah. No, that didn't happen to me. A couple of months ago I got this really bad breakout and I was like, right, okay, use the usual Cetaphil to try and clear it up. Didn't work. My skin was moisturised but didn't clear the spots up. So I decided to look into shopping at Lush for some like more like natural skincare products, and I love their products in there anyway, so I do. So I tried out their cool face shampoo, their cool face wash, because it's got charcoal and stuff in it, which is good to draw out impurities in the skin. So I went, tried it, didn't work. Tried every other product they had recommended for oily skin, spots, etc. Nothing was working, and I was like, right, this is really bad, because it was actually getting me really down and stuff, because I was like, I wouldn't leave the house or anything with no makeup on, and I love wearing makeup, but there's days where I just be like, you know, I can't be annoyed putting anything on. So it was really getting me down and stuff, and the spots just wouldn't go away. And I mean, it was really bad, deep cystic acne I had, and no matter, it sounds so disgusting, but you know when you get like a spot and you want to squeeze it, no matter what you did with that, it just made them worse. And I was like, right, I'm not going to touch my face, I'm not going to squeeze nothing. It's so gross, so disgusting, but like, I mean, everybody does it anyway. So there's me, didn't squeeze the spots, let them heal on their own, didn't clear up, it actually got worse. So I was left with these lovely big red patches on my cheeks, and I'll actually post a picture maybe in this video, or if not I'll link it to my Instagram, because it's on there, of my face, and it was so badly broken out, it actually looked like teenager skin. So I decided to go to the doctor and speak to my doctor about it, and I showed her the photo on my phone because I didn't want to go down with no makeup on. So I showed her the photo I had of my skin on my phone, and she said to me it's probably the worst case of acne she's seen for someone my age, and I'm only 24, not a teenager no more, and I shouldn't have been getting skin like this. So she actually prescribed me this gel. I don't know if you can see that. It's called Duac Once Daily gel, but basically what it is, it's got benzoyl peroxide in it, and it has been my holy grail for clearing up my acne. I've been using this stuff since January. It's now May, and all my acne is gone, and I could actually cry because my skin is so good. It's so cleared up. Now obviously on my cheek, you might not be able to see it anyway here, but there's still just some redness left from scarring. But again, that's my fault because I decided to be stupid and start squeezing the spots. But this gel is amazing. You actually apply it once a day on freshly cleansed skin. I usually do it overnight because I found I tried it one morning before I put makeup on, but because it kind of like, when it dries in a funny way. It kind of like dries kind of tacky. So when you were putting makeup on, you could feel it like lifting, and it was causing like little flakes to come onto the skin. So I use this at night time after I take all my makeup off, and I'm actually going to go into maybe a wee bit of detail here about what I use to cleanse my skin with, since no other cleansers was working, so I changed it, and I'm going to talk about that soon. But beside the point, so yeah, this gel is amazing. I just use it basically at night time after I take all my makeup off, do my cleansing, put this gel on, let it dry in, then put moisturiser on top of it. Next morning, the size of the spots, if I do get a breakout now, they completely disappear overnight. Like there was times I was putting toothpaste and everything on my spots just to dry them out, and it wasn't working, it was actually making them worse. But another thing that I did for getting rid of my spots, I actually started to look at my diet. Now, I am a complete chocoholic. I love sugary foods, everything. And I did some research, and it's actually not that great for your skin if you were eating sugary foods the way I was. And I love like diet drinks and everything. So I decided to cut all sugars out. It was really hard, like believe me, especially like when it was like, because it was only January and it was like after Christmas and you still have like all your sweeties and stuff left. So I decided to cut all sugars out. It was really tough, but believe me, it was worth it, because since I started cutting out sugars and diet drinks, anything that's got bad crap in it like that, my skin actually improved, along with drinking more water. I would never really drink water as much unless maybe I had like a hangover or something, but I never really drank as much water as you're supposed to. So switched all the diet drinks out, changed it to drinking sparkling water or just still water with maybe some lemon in it. And I could see the improvement. My skin didn't look as dull. I was exfoliating anyway on top before I started using this gel, just to brighten up my skin. But since I started drinking more water, my skin is actually really, like, it's got like a big glow to it now. So that's been a really big improvement from cutting out the sugar. Because I found that sometimes if I was eating like sugary foods, I could actually feel it in my face. If you know, it sounds really strange saying it, but I could feel it, like, I don't know, it just made me feel so down or something, and it was getting like sugar highs, and I wasn't sleeping proper, and just from all the sugar. So cutting out sugar's been one of the best things I've ever done for my skin. I let just as long with using this cream too, but the sugar's been like the major thing as well. It's helped. And cutting out the diet drinks, like seriously, you really need to start drinking lots of water if you're wanting to see improvements in your skin, because at the end of the day, what you put into your body, you see it on the outside. So they're my two main things that's helped clear up my skin. The other thing I said earlier about what I used to cleanse with, I started using the oil cleansing method, and for you, the ones that don't know what this is, you basically use 2 oils, and people think, oh, you're putting oils on an oily skin, you're going to get breakouts. No, you're not. It's like for like. Oils defeats oils. You're not going to put oils on top of water, because you can see like the oil sitting on top. It's not going to mix well, but if you mix oils together, it's perfectly fine, and it's really safe, and it's so good for your skin. Plus you're giving your skin extra nutrients from using the oils. So what I use 2 different types of oils. I use a castor oil, and I just got these off Amazon. I use a castor oil and an avocado oil. Now your castor oil is basically like your carrier oil, so you do like a 2-to-1 ratio depending on what you want for your skin. The avocado oil is really good because it's basically used for dry skin, but you can use coconut oil. I think you can use jojoba oil, I think that's how it's pronounced. But basically you can find so much information on Google. I actually Pinterested mine, that's where I got all the information from for it. But it's so good. Basically what you do is keep all your makeup on. Obviously tie your hair up off your face, and then you mix your 2 oils together. I do a 2-to-1 ratio, so I would do 2 tablespoons of castor oil, and then, sorry, my nose is really itchy, 1 tablespoon of the avocado oil. I have like an empty container from Lush that I had a mask of magma minty in it, which by the way is so good for clearing up spots too. It's so amazing, I love it, it's my favourite, but that's beside the point. So yeah, I just use an empty clean container of that, mix them in it, pour a little bit out in my hands, and just massage it all over your face, and you can feel all your makeup dissolving. It takes off waterproof mascara, everything, waterproof eyeliner, lipsticks, name it, takes it off. So basically once you have all your makeup all dissolved off your face, you fill your sink with really warm water. I wouldn't say do it boiling, because boiling water is really damaging to the skin and can cause broken capillaries, and you can basically burn yourself from it. So I use like warm water, it's hot enough for me to touch, put a face cloth in, wring it out, hold it over your face for maybe 2 minutes or something, just to let the steam make the oils work better, and then you just wipe it all off. And then I would do the same method again, just to take all my makeup off. And since I've started using it, my skin has felt so much softer. It's actually started to fade some of the scarring that I had. It's just amazing, and I don't know, it just feels like a big weight has been lifted off my shoulders since I started like getting my skin improved. And it's so good, because now I don't feel like, oh yeah, I'm not going to go out today because I'm not putting makeup on. But I mean, it doesn't bother me now if I have to run to the shop or something with no makeup on, like it wouldn't bother me. But like seriously, my skin was so bad, it got me really down. And I know how hard it is for people who have really bad skin, and they think that there's not going to be like a solution for them. Believe me, there's a solution for it. If you can, I would recommend seriously trying to cut out sugar in your diet and just see how that goes for now. And then if you don't see any improvements, definitely go to the doctor, because when I made my appointment for the doctor, I was so freaking out, because I've seen so many horror stories about people getting put on the tablets, I think they're called Accutane, for acne, and their skin just got worse and worse while they were on it before it got better. Now with that gel, you have to, tells you like not to put it, like obviously you don't put it near your eyes or anything, but when I first started using it, I had like a spot like right here at the side of my lip, and it was huge. You actually thought like somebody punched me in my face. My lip swelled up that much. So when I put the gel on, it actually started to tingle my lip a wee bit, and it just basically gave me really bad dry cracked lips. So I wouldn't recommend, if you're going to if your doctor does prescribe you this gel, definitely test it out on a small area just to make sure you don't take any reactions to it, because at the end of the day you want to clear your skin up, you don't want to make it worse. So yeah, I think that's basically it for products I use. But yes, that's what I was going to say too. The Lush Mask of Magma Minty is amazing, seriously. I only recently started using that when I bought the Cool face soap stuff, because the girl in the store recommended it to me, since it's like a really good mask for like oily skin, and it smells so good. It smells like After Eight mints, and it's like chocolate and mint, but I don't think there's chocolate in it, but it has like a hint of a chocolate smell, and it's a green face mask, and basically green face masks are amazing anyway. But I would use that maybe once or twice a week, depending if I get a breakout or if I just want to perk my skin up and give myself like a bit of a glow. That's what I would use. So I think that's it really for what I use. But for the oil cleansing method, I actually use it morning and night. I wouldn't do it as much in the morning, as I don't like in the mornings I like having like a very fresh face. I don't like the sensation of having oils in my face in the morning, so I would maybe use that once or twice a week, use the oil cleansing method in the morning, but I do use it every night religiously, and it's amazing. Another thing I like to use too, even if you don't want to use the two oils, you can use pure coconut oil, and I actually started using that first to begin with, before I started mixing the oils and stuff, before I looked into it, and it's really, really good too, because coconut oil is so natural, and it's actually got antibacterial properties in it, which will really help if you've got acne prone skin like I had. And you just basically warm a bit of it up in your hands, do the usual, rub it over your face, take it off with a warm flannel, and seriously your skin feels so amazing, and it's been like a lifesaver for me, obviously. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope it actually helps some of you if you are going through struggles of trying to clear acne up, or you have like some acne scars and you feel like you're not going to get anywhere with it. Trust me, seriously, it does work. It does take time, and I mean, like I said, I'm 24 and I never expected to end up with skin as bad as what I had, and I actually thought it was down to using like certain makeup products, and I thought like maybe, oh, it could be like a reaction to some of them, but it really wasn't. It was just the skin. It wasn't even like, there weren't even spots, there were just huge like lumps that was appearing on my face, and it was so bad. But I'm so glad I got it cleared up, and if anyone has any questions or whatever about products and stuff, please leave them below, like in the comments bar, and I'll answer them. I'll also link my Instagram if you aren't following me on there, because I post like a lot of makeup pictures up there, and I should really start filming the tutorials for these makeup looks, because some of them are so pretty, and I just love them. And I actually sit to myself and think some days, you know, I sit and take all these makeup pictures, I should really film a tutorial, but I never get around to doing it. So I'll put my link from Instagram down below, and I'll put the picture, I think I can try and put the picture in this video of what my skin looked like before and what it looks like now without all this lovely makeup on. So yeah, so thank you all so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.